Like I do the same thing every time, but no. Windows just has to find a way to screw it over. Truly the mug slop of them all. Like sometimes it's really impressive how much Windows can screw something up that works in any other case. Well, at least it's now working, I think, so that's a problem for probably next time when we try this. Okay, let's see if I missed anything since the last time I was here. Nope, doesn't quite look like it. So let's just try the first casual match. Hierarchy. Wait, what do I have in that one? Oh, that's how I got all these. Yeah, I think we stay with that deck. And off we go to the ranking duels. And let's see where it gets us. And I'm going first, in the hopes that I can at least set anything up. I mean, you never know what's going to happen. So, and then we start with the classic. There we go, Blazeman. Yep, so now I get my fusion. Unless there comes a negate. Well, doesn't look like it. So we can chain into the next step of our plan. Is to get this Blazeman and Necros to the graveyard. You know, just in case I need another fusion card. And I get my Miracle Fusion. And with a bit of luck I can. Yeah. Who says I can't use the same material for the same monster twice in a row? Get a card and you grab monster. Okay. Then we use our little friend here. Case. I set one cut down, and I'm finishing my turn. I'm pretty sure this should work out in one way. Well, hopefully. Now let's see what our Egyptian friend does. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? Oh, that's not great. Galaxy Cyclone during your main phase, except to turn this card over sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from the graveyard and target war. Huh. That's not great. That means I have to worry about that then. But at least he hasn't started chaining anything yet, so that's something. Ooh, Stratus. I don't need anything instantly, so let's start with that. Then we use this. No, there's no reason to destroy that back row yet. What I rather have would be... yeah. I would have my shadow mist for the case that I get. I'll do something with it next time. At the start of the battlefield, directly from your hand. Ooh, that means I can get my skyscraper out. I would love to do that. So, there we go. And 1, 2, and a 3. Yeah, okay, I think I need a catchphrase for cases like this. But I must admit that it worked a lot smoother than I'd expected it to. So I'm motivated to try another ranked match. Well, at least for now. Wait, what's the reward? Legacy. I think that allows you to purchase a legacy pack. Well, that's nice. And I turn to menu. And there we go. Time for another shot at the rankings. Demon Prince. Someone is really concerned with themselves. But now let's see if we can handle this. Oh. Well. Let's try the same thing again, I guess. We start out with the fusion. And get 1. Sunrise on the field. Then we use this effect to get us Miracle Fusion. Then we use a Miracle Fusion to get a second Sunrise on the field. And finishing the turn. Now, just in case someone comes any ideas. I mean, what's the worst? Okay, now let's see what kind of traps he has been trying to use the whole time. Okay, standby phase, main phase. If you want to do the mods, you can special summon this card from your hand. Okay. Well, let's do this. Oh, Rageki. Okay, that's really problematic. Gotta admit that. That's right. And now I don't have any sunrises more left. Okay, I gotta admit that is problematic for me now. And Fossil Fusion. God, I haven't seen that fusion card in a while. But that's a problem. Well, okay, I know that is generally a problem, but I think I can... Okay, honestly, I can't really do anything, cause... Wait, I can use Skyscraper to burst Bastina Twigs, which means I get enough power to destroy at least one monster controls, but that's just a one-trick pony in that case, so that isn't really solving anything. But I could do something else. Yeah, I could. Yeah, got an idea. Okay, his synchro summoning thinks that's Kinda ruining my plans. During your main phase, you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. For the blah, up to the number of excavated rock monsters, also place the excavated cards on the bottom of your deck in any order when you. Okay. So take it, dealing with those Adamantiaptor cards is going to be troublesome. I should have expected that, I guess. Oh, the quirky Myrocore. Oh, that's problematic. There, gone half my life points. Yep. Okay, that means I can survive one mod. Okay, the probability of me surviving the next turn is really low. I forgot to admit that. And he's screwing me over just to be certain of it. I should have seen that coming. And of course... Oh, here's an ash blossom. Of course there's also an ash blossom there. I should have seen that coming. Well, no escaping it now then. Unless... Okay, now he's just summoning cards for the sake of summoning cards. There we go. Come on, I don't happen to have Rageki there. That would have been too great. Okay, target one element fusion must be control. This was many. Okay, that's not really helpful, but let's see what I can choose. Okay, that means avian. I mean, that isn't really doing much, but just to see if he's going to trigger anything. Nope. There we go, skyscraper. Seriously, can't even have my skyscrapers up. And the one monster that was effective against is destroyed. Fine. I'll do it myself then. Hello. Okay, that's really not going to end my way, is it? Let's see if he's going to change anything or if we just get to the end of it. And there we go. Yeah, that's the end of it. I really didn't have a chance there. Okay, that is now 1 win, 1 loss. Okay, one more try and then I think it's time to make some deck changes. So there we go, and let's see how long it takes for us to find an opponent. I mean, it can't be too long. Oh, there it is. And I can't even spell it out because that's just numbers and letters and well, there we go. Now let's... Okay, I think I can work with that. I mean, I wouldn't like to use Miracle Fusion like that, but I think that's the small of my problems. Wait, King Sarcophagus. One in the field zone. During your main phase, you can add one horror monster from your deck. Okay, that's not really helping me. If this card is sent from the hand on the field to graveyard. Okay, I really should have read all the other effects that card has. Okay, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard, send one horror monster from your deck to the graveyard. Oh, so there are going to be a lot of... Naja, technisch gesehen, neuer Account. Und das letzte Mal, dass ich das wirklich Master-Duel gespielt habe, war, als es rausgekommen ist. Also ist schon ein bisschen her. So, let's see what I got. Okay, Neos. Pay 1000 life points to do that. You can target one from monster in your graveyard. Okay. Neither of those cards is helpful in any way. So I guess that really is my only chance to do anything. And he's going it. Okay. Oh yeah. Completely forgot about that part. But now I can get there. Make a fusion my way into a proper. Elementary Sunrise. So. There we go. Excellent. Shadow Mist. Just like that. I get another hero card. So who can I rely on to? Okay, I get Koribo to survive the next turn. Then activate my Skyscraper. And battle phase. Take one of them out. And that was the wrong one. Okay, I really should have seen that coming. I really should have seen that coming. You can send one card from your hand to the graveyard. You can only use... Yep, there we go, Neos. And so I can get a normal fusion. So, looks like I can do that, which means with some luck I can chain anything if I just get a card to destroy that thing before I run out of life points, and it's not looking that way. Okay, that did not work out the way I thought it would. But that means it is time to make some changes to the deck. And for that... Okay, I still have some points from the duel pass, so let's get those first. In the hopes that we get something a bit more interesting. Oh, 1400 gems. That's enough to buy some cards. Oh. Hello. Okay. And I received those and a few more gems. And now back to the deck builder. Okay, that's that deck. And edit it. Now, what could I change to make that whole thing a bit more effective? Yeah, okay. First thing, I have to get rid of Sparkman, cause I haven't used him once since I started editing him. I haven't used him once and I added him to my deck. Okay, even Bestia networks. Yeah, no, to keep them just in case I need materials. Okay, Bubble Man. Okay, no Shadow Mist. Okay, Shadow Mist and Blaze Man are also cards I need. Okay, honestly, Liquid Soldier hasn't really been used that much, so I can get rid of them as well. Ja, die anderen Sachen haben nicht so funktioniert, wie ich es gedacht habe. Es hat einen Haufen Sachen kaputt gemacht. Das war keine meiner besten Ideen. Okay, so. Let's switch back to... okay, that's not the E I wanted. And there we go. So, okay, I'm adding a Hero Fusion. Hero's Rule of Freedom. Target one metal hero. Okay, wait, I didn't use it because I don't have... Doch, auf meinem Rechner. Ich habe versucht, die anderen Sachen zu starten, aber es ist extrem nach hinten losgegangen. Und... ja, okay, ich brauche wirklich einen Haufen Handtraps. Okay, Moment. Can I get something like Ash Blossom? Okay, I feel like I'm writing that wrong. Oh, I'm not writing that wrong. Go to edit filter. Blossom. There we go. Okay, so I can create one. Card cannot be generated due to following reasons. This card cannot be generated. Why? Oh. Okay, I can generate at least that card. So, that means I've got one Ash Blossom now in terms of hand traps, and now... wait, there was somewhere a button for similar cards, wasn't there? Yeah. Oh, Maxi. Right. Maxi. Hier und Unendlichkeit. Ja, okay, Unendlichkeit. Okay. Okay, that's not helping me. Okay, I think I need the English name of that. Die Unendlichkeit der Vergänglichkeit. Das. Okay, that's. What could that name? Okay, let's see. Card type. Trap and spell cards first. Okay. Endlichkeit. Endlichkeit. And oh wait, Nibiru. Nibiru wouldn't. Wait, no. Oh, right. I can't get Nibiru because of those filters on. Nibiru. No. There we go. Nibiru. Okay. Okay, permanence. What did I... infinite impairments. Okay, dafür I do need a few more ultra rares to get that one. Okay, but I think I can craft me a few of those. Just need to get rid of... Okay, dismantle. Dismantle. And musical summer. Okay, also don't need that. Dismantle. Okay. Wait, what does that card does? Target 1 face a monster the opponent controls. Negate its effect until the end of this turn. If this card was set before activation and is on the field at resolution. For the rest of this turn, all other spell trap effects in this column are negated. Okay, that is actually quite useful. Okay, yeah. Now the question is, are there any other cards okay, I'm adding Wageki as well, cause just in case I want to destroy the board. And... nope. But then you can declare one monster type. No, that's really not helpful for me. What else can I... oh, right, I can actually add that one. And then I get rid of that one. Okay, Ash Blossom doesn't have any related cards, so that's a bit problematic. But nothing to worry about. But what's related to Rageki enough? When your opponent activates Rageki, negate its... ja, können wir machen. Sagen, das sollten erstmal genug Änderungen sein. Okay, maybe I should rename the deck first. So that I do remember how that's called. 2. Okay, now I can find it again. Duel. And wait, Legend Anthology. Okay, that's... Wait, what is a Legend Anthology? Collect medals and earn some rewards. Okay. What's the reward for that? Okay, gems, raffle ticket, gems. A fifth tower of protectors, that is bit... Okay, those are something. Okay, so I'm joining later on Legend Anthology, because that is something. I really would like to card things. So, now I'm creating a room. Command max occupancy. Left bound at 1000. Create a room. There you go. So, da ist der Raum. Okay. Where did I place my water bottle? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 5, 6, 5. Five, 6, 9, 5, 8, 2. Okay. Oh, enter. There. Oh, I forgot to switch decks. Okay, that's the wrong menu again. Come on. Change decks. Select decks. Okay, now it's using the right one. Just nearly messed that up. Okay, and now let's see how this one is going. Okay. Cancel this card. Oh, that's what that card is. Okay, that makes sense. Now let's see what's going to happen. Okay, I've got my... Again... Okay, but now what does Fortune Wissen do? When this card is activated, you can add one Fortune Lady card from your deck to your hand. Wait, Unfortunate Lady is not those cards that Carly used in 5Ds? I think. Certain damage that you can activate is... Oh, yeah, looks like it. Okay, that's one card. Any number of those. Okay, you can target one Fortune Lady monster you control, banish any number of other spellcaster monsters from your hand, field, and or graveyard. And if you do, increase or reduce that monster's level by the number of monsters banished until the end of this turn. Okay. Yeah, that probably had a reason for anything. Okay, but I can't really do much about that. There we go. Instant fusion. Okay, but that effect is still cancelled out. That's just a mana setback. Goes now. Time for the battle phase. Yeah. I keep forgetting that it cancels those out. Okay. That's just a mana setback. But nothing to frown about. I'm just link summoning that little problem. And let's see if I can use this effect. Doesn't look like it. So I'm going to end my turn then. There we go. Yeah, das misclicks happen. Okay, I do one for some monster upon controls and get it. Nope. What's this different name since? Nope. I'm not using that effect yet. Nope. Still not. Let's see. Nope. Still not the right time for that. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Can't be that dangerous, I think. Okay, this card becomes its level times 300 once per turn during your standby phase. Increase this card's level by 1 when this card is damaged by summon. Okay, that's not great. Okay, none of these cards are really helpful. Well, okay. Per turn, controls banished by card effect, except on the damage tab, you can activate this effect. Okay. So direct counter to Sunrise. Okay, so that's really going to be tricky, isn't it? But nothing I can't overcome. I think. Probably. I mean, there has to be a solution for this. I mean, there doesn't need to be a... Okay. No, I think I can figure that out. Just... You know, I'm cutting that short now. Wait. Does that really mean color? Okay, so much to that. Till the end of the turn, buffers field for the rest of the turn. All of his spell and traps affected in this column are negated. Yeah. Right, it only goes to spell and traps, and it's link monster effect. Okay, you can try it once, banish any number of... Increase or reduce the monster's level by the number of monsters banished until the end of this turn. If the play spell counters in this card equal to the number of spells on the field and in the graveyards, while an indie minion card is on the field, your opponent's monsters can't attack this card. Okay. Selene, Queen of the Master Magicians. Okay, that is troublesome. Gotta admit that. Okay, so I really need something to deal with that. Okay, that's a bit more power than I can handle currently. Ooh, okay, that's a lot more power than I can handle. That's going to be problematic. There we go. And there we go with my second effect, which gives me that. Just go for it. There we go. I just set out in the graveyard someone. There we go. Just like that, I got one more monster on the field. Okay, you can banish one living monster from your field, destroy one card your opponent controls. Okay. Seriously? So much more. Okay, that's problematic. Gotta admit that. Okay. So I'm setting one card down. And time for more fusion. Okay. Well, that does mean I've got a few options to use my miracle fusion then. Seriously? Okay, I think I should have expected that. That I've had my turn. If I've got thing. Okay, the question is, do I live long enough to really use that effect or not? And current predictions are, I do not live long enough for that. Okay, there goes that card as well. Well, looks like I need a better strategy then, because that's clearly not working the way I hoped it would. And there go my life points. Well, that did not end the way I thought it would. But that was to expected. There you go. Time to get ready for the next round. This time it's going to work out. I'm sure of it. Probably. I mean, I can't lose worse than that. Okay, that is certainly a starting hand. Okay, but that does mean I can do that and... Okay. Each time a monster is numbered some, target that monster, banish it. You turn it to the field in a face-up attack position. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting fortune lady strategy. Because it wants special summon, that's... Okay, that certainly is a chain of... Okay, looks like that's not the battle to win. And I can't rely on that card yet. They must attack a defense, target the opponent. Control? Nope. Neither of those is useful in any way. Yet. Oh, right. Guess I do have to take my turn for now and then hope that I can... Right. Let's hope I can change that in the next one. I mean, there has to be a solution for this. Something I can do. But what? Oh, effect damage. That's not great. Okay, getting one fortune lady, that's certainly something I should be worried about. Okay, 2,800 attack points, that's 5... Okay, that means 4,800. Okay, 4,800. Life points with what's currently on the field, so... Okay, as long as there isn't anything that gets 4,000 attack points, I should be able to survive till the next turn. In which case I'm still screwed, cause I can now summon anything without it being banished first. And that's 2,000 attack points, that's already half of what I can take. Yeah, that's not going great, is it? And it's another 1,200 from those 4,000 I have to survive. Yeah, that's not going great. Oh. Nope. There's no reason to use that effect if that's how that plays out. But it does mean I get rid of 2 attacks. That's at least something. Oh, so that isn't one of the effects that gets cancelled out. Oh, that's good to know. And I get another Neos. Isn't that nice to have another Neos? Nope. And if I use... Honest Neos for that. Okay, target the cards upon control is up to number of yours you control. And just to... Okay, no. That case. Do go. Okay, I really hope that could have... Right, it's just a normal spell, so that doesn't work. Fine, then it has to work this way. Done. Getting rid of that. Yes. And getting rid of those 2 cards. Yeah, I do want to use that effect as well. Okay, change to attack position. The main first you can shuffle this. Nope, not using that effect. But I'm changing that. And now I'm going into the battle phase. And get rid of that troublemaker. And I'm ending my turn. And just like that, I've got something to defend myself. I mean, it isn't much, but it's survivable. I think. I hope. increase his cast level by... Yeah, I can't let them get any longer. I have to destroy them in the next turn. And another one of those. Great. Okay, I really need something like Yugioh as my next card. If I don't get anything like Blazement to get any kind of fusion started. Okay, but I think I can deal with that in any case. Got an idea, I think. Fortunately, every discard's attack becomes its level times 100. Once the turn, you can increase the card's level by 1. Blah. During your opponent's end phase, if this card is in your graveyard, you can banish. Nope, we are not doing that. I can get my polymerization in my own way. Okay, that... that is. So now... that I don't need to rely on a fusion card. Get to set something a bit more elaborate up. Okay. And still got that. Oh, seriously? Another one of those. Okay, the question is, does it trigger the effect before it gets banished or not? Because if I can trigger that effect first, then you can banish this card from... Okay, special summon it to your zone. Okay, should have seen that one coming. Gotta admit that. I really should have... I really need a way to get rid of those two unknown backwards, and that field spell. I mean, if I could just get rid of that field spell for once. Great. Once returned to the main phase, you can remove the counters from a field special summon one spellcaster from your hand. Oh, graveyard, oh, great. So I can't really get rid of them, can I? That's not looking too great for me. Gotta admit that, but I haven't lost just yet. Ah, 5,000 attack points. Nothing to worry about. That's just a tiny bit to worry about. There go my heroes. That's not great. And now there's a full back row to deal with. Okay. You know what? I'm trying it. There you go. What I need is a lot more materials. So. And if that's the only thing I can do, that's still better than doing nothing. Wait, there's a new part cannot. And to discuss if you can banish. Okay. Now what? Let's give it a try. Discard fusion. Double its original, but it's still just 5000. You know what? Let's give it a try. Okay, just need something tiny. Come on. Activating that effect. Okay, now Mountain Field spell and activate. In the hopes that that's going to change anything. And time for the battle phase. Let's see if it connects, and it does not connect. Which means I have to change. Okay, and I'm my turn. Not quite what I was expecting, but oh well. Well, I haven't lost just yet. Even though it doesn't look... Okay, now I've lost. Yeah, there's no arguing it anymore. I have nothing on the field, nothing on my hand, and nothing I can summon for the graveyard. That really is the end, isn't it? Well, I gotta admit I still survived longer than I thought I would. And there goes the final blow. Well. Guess I really need to refigure some things. Klar. Ja. Ja, schon mal gut, dass ich nicht auserwählt wurde, um die Darksiders zu besiegen. Das wäre nach hinten losgegangen. Okay. Okay, then I guess we'll be waiting. Wait, I can't change accessories. Duelist cut case blue. Okay. Okay, change those. Okay, I don't have anything there. Profile. Wait, I can change the main cards. Okay, in that case, I want Bubble Man, Blazeman, and something to balance it. Yeah, I think that looks a bit more interesting, doesn't it? Okay. There we go. And there we are. Now let's see how this one's going to play out. So, and we'll wait, and now the real question is, should I go for Sunrise right from the beginning, or what would be my best strategy? Guess there's only one way to really figure that one out. But for that we have to see what our first two hands are going to be. There we are. Sprite Starter, Unfathomable. Well, in that case I'm going first, in the hopes that I can set up anything that isn't going to beat me. There we go. Come on, I believe in you, Heart of the Cards. You can do this. Okay, that's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, that means I can do... How to start on the next phase? Okay, that means I'm going to set up one play I have in mind. That means I don't need my Bastille tracks for that. Then I'm placing, in classical manner, 2 cards down, and I'm going to finish my turn. There we go. Yeah, let that effect finish. And now there we are. Well, let's see how this one's going to end up. Run a trap. Okay, I'm just ending that chain, whatever that's going to be. So, there we go. Draw a ritual spell. Then you can add 1 light monster. This card can be used to ritual summon any light ritual monster. You must also tribute light monsters from your hand or field whose total levels equal or exceed the level of the ritual monster. If the but you control the price of the voiceless voice and the light ritual monster. Your opponent's monsters can only target ritual monsters or attacks. Well, guess that's one of those ritual monsters I should be wary of. Okay, that's a lot of attack potential that I can't deal with. That's going to cost me at least half my life points. Okay, the question is, can I survive that, or is it going to just destroy me instantly? I do not like mods currently. You can target one of your voiceless voice cards that is banished on your graveyard, accept blessing of the voiceless voice, and add it to your hand. If a non-ritual monster is normal or special summon face up, except during the damage step, you can... Oh, so that's a lot of ritual summons that's going to happen. Great. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, you can ritual summon this card with by its blessing. When your opponent activates a card effect that targets a monster control, you can discard this card and negate the activation. Okay, so that's going to ruin a lot of the ideas I have. I feel like I don't have enough life points for this. But it's just a hunch, you know? No. I would say that counts as an FTK then. Okay, I have to recover from that. Okay, I have to recover from that loss with another try, and then we'll go and circle back to that. Because getting FTK directly in the beginning is... It is not something I expected from the beginning, House. Gotta admit that. That really came out of nowhere. Okay. And there we go. Let's see what horrors beyond my imaginations are going to challenge me now. Okay, then target one. Okay. A Dark Magician deck. That is certainly something to be scared of. But I think I should be able to deal with it in some way or form. At least hopefully. Now let's see how this one's going to turn out. Tribute one spellcast monster and add up to 2 copies of Dark Magician from your deck and equip it to your hand. Okay, that's certainly problematic, but nothing I can it's no classic Dark Magician. Yeah, okay. So I really need something to deal with that. Activate one of the following effects. Fusion summon. Fusion monster from your extra deck. Using monsters from your hand. And wait, what was that with Dark Magician Girl? Using monsters from your hand or field, including Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl. The Dark Magicians. Great. Place one card on top of the deck from your hand, deck, or graveyard that is Dark Magician or mentions Dark Magician. Dark Magician Girl accepts Soul Servant. To your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Draw cards equal to the number of Palladium monsters, Dark Magician and or Dark Magician Girl with different names, on the field and in the graveyards. You can only use this effect. Okay, so that's a lot of card effects. So I feel like that's going to take a while, isn't it? Yeah, that is really going to take a bit. Okay, but I really need a strategy for that. Oh, the Dark Magician of Destruction. But what does that one do? Okay, must be special summoned. Banish one level 6 or higher dark spell cast the monster control. As material, you can. Okay, if this card is special summoned, you can add one. Okay, that is an adorable artwork. I've got to admit that. I mean, I do wonder how many artworks does the Dark Magician Girl now have? I mean, it should be quite a lot. Timias the United Dragon. Okay. The Dark Magician Dragon Knight, that certainly is something to worry about. Hey, but now it's time for me to do If a Dark Magician in your master zone is affected by your opponent's card effects, you can activate special. You need one of these effects, special some. Thousand nice from your deck to your hand. Okay. Hey, then let's start with something a bit more simple. Which means getting me another card from the So, something that has their hopes of giving me something to work with. Okay, now I can use that card. Of course I can trigger it. Okay, that's a waste of a spell card. I really should have seen that coming. There you go. Yeah, let's go with that. But I'm still not out of cards just yet. Now you can special summon this card. So. Yeah. And doesn't have muscle from your deck, or doesn't place it in. Nope, don't need that effect. but I can do that. And it gives me at least a bit more material to work with. And that's currently everything I have. So there you go. Yep, flame wingman. Pistinatrix. Oh, and I'm placing 2 cats down. Time for battle. Seriously? Okay, that is what everything. I guess after my turn then. Okay, I'm really not getting out of the city case now, aren't I? Well. Wait, if you could have monsters whose origin names a dark magician. Yeah, I feel like that's enough to kill me outright. Oh, the dark magician girl couldn't attack me. Well, that's something. But it's only giving me 1 more turn to do anything. Now the question is, can I do anything in a turn to really turn the tide here? I mean, I can destroy monsters per spell or trap effect, as long as the trap is there. And I can't... Unless... Yeah, but unless I really get that... Okay, so I have 1 chance, depending on the next card I'm drawing, to survive. So it's really going to be on that card. So now let's see if I can draw it. And... Is still a lot more effects to go. And... draw. Well, that is the only thing I really can do right now. There and there. Wait, what does that effect do? And if it's situated, you can type on a card. Great. So there's a lot more dark magicians to deal with. But at least the field is now full, so there can't be any more. Oh no, I need something to get. The question is... would it even matter? You know what? I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it and see if that works the way I hope it will. So let's start out with placement. Get me a bit more fusion. Let's start with Miracle Fusion to see if I can get something workable. There we go. If this card is in the cave, but you can banish it and then target one. Perfect. There you go. Avian and Blazeman. There we go. And I'm starting with the Dark Magician girl, so that's one down. Okay, I still can target that card. Seriously, another destroy all. And of course that cancel out doesn't work. Great. So yes. Okay, let's see if I can do anything. Nope. All I can do is end my turn. Well, that really got me. And third biggest. Really negating all the things I can summon. That is certainly something. Do your main phase, you can... That really negated everything I could do, and of course the Dark Magician is landing in the final blow. Well, gotta admit, I didn't expect 3 full negates at once. Yep. Now it's time to change something else. At least the last loss here was instant. Auch wieder wahr. Da ist natürlich was dran. But still. It was the first time I got those 5 heroes on the field and then they just get wiped out. Okay, but I can Okay, that means mix it up by shuffling. Okay, so I can't use that card yet. Huh? I can see that. It certainly is a deck that's hard to overcome. Okay, Spirit of Blue Eyes. Mausoleum of White for my deck. So it's Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. During your main phase you can normal summon one level 1 light tuner in addition to your normal summon set. Oh, so Synchro Blue Eyes is in the future. Okay, that is certainly something. Ja. Da ist was dran. No. And there's the Blue Eyes. Isn't that a classic artwork? The good old Blue Eyes. With near Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Okay. I feel like something bad is about to happen. Ooh, the Maiden of White. You can target Blue Eyes Dragon monster in your monster zone with card effects. If this face-up card is sent from the spell and trap zone and bodily scored in some way, you can only use the following effect of 2 light once per turn. Special summon 1 Blue Eyes Dragon from your hand or graveyard. Set 1 trap or spell from your deck that mentions Blue Eyes Dragon. Oh, so that's like really problematic. Yeah. I think that would be interesting to see if I'm not the one losing. I mean, that would certainly be something. Hey, then I could just act as a side character. You know, in classical Yu-Gi-Oh manner. Just standing on the sidelines, commenting on the things happening. But first, I have to try and survive. And I'm starting to think I can't do that. Because I have 3 Synchro Blue Eyes already on the field, and that's... Yep. There you go. Wait a minute. I got an idea. That is so stupid. That if that's not going to be negated... Okay, that was the negating. So much to that plan. I feel like that's not going to work out the way I hoped it would be. Come on. Oh. Okay, so even if that effect was negated, that wouldn't have worked now. Okay. And I can use that effect, which means I am in trouble. So I really think that is the fastest thing I can do now. Because there's no way to overcome that. And I let my turn. So let's see. Seriously, the Crimson Dragon? Okay, I mean that is funny in a sense, considering that the Blue Eyes is the original series, my Elemental Heroes are GX, and the Red Dragon is 5Ds. It's like being screwed over by past and future at the same time. But it is certainly something I did not expect. Oh yeah, maybe I should add Super Poly to my deck. I should just be careful that Zane doesn't show up. I mean, that would certainly be something. No. Oh, we haven't even reached main phase 1 yet. And the dragons are going for the attack. Which means... Okay, 10,000 damage. Okay, that means with my 1,200 means 8... So I can actually do that. And I can't because it's negating that as well. There go all my strategies. Negated by a dragon. Ah, that feels oddly familiar. And the final attack goes to a newly special Sun Blue Eyes. Yeah, there really was no chance of me winning that roster. Well, there we go. One last chain and... Ooh, the Crimson Dragon's back. So... Okay, now it's just really rubbing it in. And there's the final attack. And it has an effect as well. What? And with that, I'm exiting that challenge. So, time to spectate. Now, gentlemen. Wait, can I even observe those duels? Well, let's wait and see. The question is... Okay, the question is there a button I'm not seeing or anything? Spectator timer emissions on, okay. So is the duel happening and I'm just too stupid to see how the spectator mode works, or... I feel like I'm just not seeing that duel happening. But I'm just quickly copying that. Okay, that was not the thing I thought it would be. Nope. That's also not spectating. Oh, right. Ah. That's probably it. Okay, then it's... Okay, I mean, if he isn't taking it on, then... And I think we can make another short duel. And then see how that one plays out. Okay. There you go. And one more attempt at it. Okay, that's... Okay, those are definitely cards whose names I know. Okay. So let's start simple. Getting rid of that troublesome problem. And some declaration, and if you do this for that card. Good thing was I wasn't relying on that effect. But on the other side, that is an ash blossom. That does make things a bit more difficult. Gotta admit that. And I'll have to end my turn. Yeah, that really didn't... Still... I think I can do something about this. Okay, not anymore. Those were my options, and now they're gone. Well... that's at least a strategy I'm going to copy, and then my turn as well. not really going to be a... Standby phase. And let's see what I'm dealing with now. Okay. You know what? I can live with that. Guess I can do that, that. And I can make a little special summon. Okay, I'm not doing that. That would backfire on me, definitely. So there we go. Get my extra hero. To get Blaze. Okay, no, I need my Neos for that. Oh. Of course, I can only use one of them. Completely forgot about that limitation. And I land my turn. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I can't use 2 Shadow Mists out of one another. Still, just a minor setback. Fusion 1 Dark Fusion monster from your deck. Okay. Wait, it's a Dark Signer monster. Ooh. A Nerfbound Immortal. Ooh, that's... I just got a special summon. You can add 1 Nerfbound monster from your deck to your hand, and... yeah, that's not looking too great for me now, is it? What? Something is certainly going on. And... okay, so my fight isn't resolving. I've just got a normal special summon. You can special summon 1 level 5. Allow Earthbound monster from your deck, a graveyard except Earthbound Prisoner, Groundkeeper. Also you cannot special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Except fusion or synchro monsters. Okay, which really isn't much of a limitation. Destroy the monster, gain a P. Now what? Yeah, let's up that. There we go. And my defense stance. Good old fusion. Got a sword, I have this. There you go. I feel like that was a bad idea. So in hindsight. Yeah, that wasn't my best idea. You cannot target. On the battlefield, you can fusion summon 1 Earthbound fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing some materials from your hand, fill the graveyard, and Ooh, that is a whack card to use. Gotta admit that, and that's not looking too bad for me. Well, at least it isn't enough to destroy Neos. When it's got to by this, you get the effects of that face-up effect monster while it's on the field. Okay, that's not great. Oh, great, that's Lapiska. Well, you know, if that would be a bridged Yugioh. And okay, let's try that and see if get anything useful out of it. Nope, because that effect doesn't work. So that is all I can do. I'm for one last attack. Because I doubt I have enough life points to survive another turn. Okay. So nothing I can attack. So just making it worse for me in every way. Okay. Hey, I'm afraid that really is the end of it then. Not even the cards. Well, I live long enough to play one final card. Apparently not. Right, cause there was something I forgot. Well, in that case, there's truly only one thing left to do. Neos. Attack. Attack this Earthbound Servant. Yeah, I really think that was the only thing I could do at that moment. And that's the end of a turn. Okay. Yeah, there really was no way for me to survive that. But I really... Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, I would say I have enough time for one more try to escape those immortals. So, who knows, maybe this time I get away from them. I mean, one more duel and then I do have to stop. So, now we're just waiting for... Okay, I'm waiting. Okay. And we're waiting. And let's see what I'm dealing with now. Oh, and I'm allowed to go first, so that's at least something. So now let's see what's going. Okay. So that's not great. In that case, I can really just play 2 cards face down and end my turn. Talk about a brick tent. Now let's see what we're dealing with. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Ooh. A bit classic. Ah, that's what that counter does. Okay, that's something I did not know before. If you target. Okay, I can use that effect. Million this kind of attack. Okay, target your opponent's control. To your hand, a special symbol mit leere Münze from the. Okay, none of those effects are useful, so I guess I do have to hope I survive the next turn. Okay, that means 5,200 minus 600 is 4,400. So as long as nothing shows up with at least 4,400 attack points, I should be able to survive for the next turn. Okay. So I still got like 3,000 life points left to not worry about. For now. Okay, that number is getting The number is getting smaller. That looks like my defeat is getting closer. Except... Okay, that's only half my life points. Oh, that's not great. That's really not great. Thankfully, not completely defenseless this time around. So I get my polarization out. And that so has me the turn. Oh, there goes my nails. Well, could have been worse. There we go. Time to get rid of that cannon. And now let's see if I can chain my way into something. One. under 2. Some can make a number of attacks. How fusion monsters use this fusion materials fights. The damage to your opponent. Okay. Just because I want to see how that really fares if I get to attack with it. There we go. You can see that it can make a number of attacks. The dash calculation: if this card is battled a monster, destroy the monster, and if this fusion summoned card is destroyed, special summon one more monster from your hand or deck. Ooh. So. Das ist der Marat auf das Kreuz. There we go. That is all I need. Okay, wait. When opponents must be special sum from your hand. Okay, filled by banishing from your hand. Okay. Wait. Can't do that by banishing. There we go. Okay, no, that isn't really helping. So, time for my battle phase. Let's observe what's the effect. Isn't being negated. Oh, it is negated. Okay, that really is not working out the way I thought it would be. But in that case, do that, and I'm at my turn. Okay, that didn't work quite the way I thought it would work out, but I mean, I had worse misplays already, so right, Karibo. There have been worse misplays on this stream already, so we will survive this one. If a light machine union monster card is banished except during the damage, you can special summon one X that can Dragonhead. See metal tank from your deck. You can return one fusion monster you control to the extra deck. Special summon up to 2. Okay, that's certainly a union thing. That could be quite problematic. And 2 of Dixies are back on the field. And they combined. Oh, great. Now they combine again with the missing part of the trio. Less. Come on. 2 more. There we go. Okay, that's a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Let's see if I can. Shields on my Weaver. If I control it, native it one feels directly from your hand. Attack. Okay, that means I'm going to that. Is that card there? Going to do the battle phase. Because I want to use that effect. Get me Skyscraper. And I'll end my turn. Because there's nothing I can do to destroy something with that much attack points. Not without a plan. I think I really created my worst nightmare here. A card that just can instantly one-shot me. The ultimate FTK. Yeah, that's really not helping me. So I'll just have to end my turn then. Gotta admit, that sounded a lot smarter in my imagination to use Nebero like that. Yep. And I got my life points. Well, I'm afraid that really is the end of it. But I gotta say, it has been going on for long enough now. I'm afraid we really reached the end of the stream already. Ja. Ich hatte wirklich geglaubt, das wird funktionieren, aber ich habe vergessen, wie viel es die Angriffspunkte aufsummiert. Da wäre ich bloß drum rumgekommen, hätte ich den Sunrise beschwören können, aber das war leider nicht in den Karten gewesen. Und immer wieder gern. Ja, dann bis zum nächsten Wochenende. Ja, danke. So.